Now, the breaking news is that former Ghana Bar Association president is connected as I'm talking to you. Now, what has happened is, one a good evening Ghana, Mr. Paul Adomochi, on a host of the program. Now, on in the dinkomo, I'm a papa no whilst learning. The reason of joining Kennedy campaign, and now say why you connected, no. It will shock you. I dream big Ghana. Now, so unsubscribe to my channel, please kindly do so for me. Na yento agro so, na agro no so nyade. Let's dive into the issue. Now, I'm saying, former Ghana Bar Association, omo president. Your friend no Yabuafo. Na otenase oni good evening Ghana, Paul Adomochi. Na onene tenase na omu di nkomo. Na enkomo no die womu ana de ewumu a sebi obi a oye connected and ye part of the connected family and I say oye a follower of Honorable Ken and I say lover of Kennedy Agyapong. I think that this is a news to be celebrated. What I say was saying wetie all the 5 aspirants omo messages na particular one ono no wetie ne dia wo hu say the message no resonate with the ordinary Ghanaian. And I said, Nensem na okan sebi a yensem fufro.
I've finished my term. I can start doing politics, and currently I'm connected. That's the most important.
Connected.
I'm connected. That's the most important.
But why? Why Kennedy Agyapong?
Oh, because he's singing a new song.
And yensem dada na yati and economy na meyese. But ushe the developed countries no so a kwanya omo fa so a omo develop omo country no, these are the same way. So it tells you say no Kennedy message na okuta na sebi or the esre delegates omo to abama no nya obeba be implement these policies and as sa nyema or the be tudwa na Ghana so afa ne ntoma be friend papa ne say sebi eyensemode Eyensemoda sebi osan ho kwa enyeyi enti no waye na adwen se Kennedy no ode ne ntoma ye de ebo ne de ano na wa sra amanfo nso se omuntie nsemode no no nim nsemode no tie nsemode na sebi obi mpa ochew wa ankasa obe de obeba obi nwum se wala ankasa obeba o se wa ankasa obe de obeba pepe se yentie papa ne kakra na yewi a ye besa to aso we will continue on after we know. Thank you.
I've finished my term. I can start doing politics, and currently I'm connected. That's the most important.
Connected.
I'm connected. That's the most important.
But why? Why Kennedy Agyapong?
Oh, because he's singing a new song.
He's singing a new song.
A new song, political song,
What's
and that resonates with me. His message of jobs, his message of just creation of jobs for the unemployment. That sings with me. And you know why he sings with me? He has been saying things differently. Nobody has said it. He's been telling us that he's going to move critical government agencies to other regions to bring the whole country onto the
energy to Western region.
Oh, God in his infinite wisdom created this republic called Ghana. Blessed us with so many natural resources. But it's so remarkable that the less endowed region is our most developed region. The center of Greater Accra. Not even the region, the center of Greater Accra.
It's our most difficult what?
It's our most developed region.
Okay.
You get the point? That is an anomaly. Let's look at how our foreign investors behave. The largest mine drilling company is Geodrill. Where is it located? Anyankwanta. For the simple reason that 97% of Ghana's gold resources from Amansie to Wassa, that's where they are. You go to Asamankese,
and that's where his headquarters is. That's where the top engineers are. They live there.
If you go to Asamankese, you see Pinora, one of the largest food processing companies, because the eastern region, that enclave, produces the most foods. You go to Nasia, you see the Indians have built a rice mill on the Bolga because paddy rice is from that area. How come a petroleum commission is in the ministry's area when all our oil reserves is in Zema enclave? So when somebody is charting a new course, we all have to get connected with that person For me, it's very, very important that now we have somebody who seems to have gotten into the hearts of people, telling people what we need. Because if you look at the number of graduates that we produce, about 110,000 every year. If you are not fortunate to work in NPA, Senate, that small enclave, what happens? So are we saying that when somebody lives in Tamale and finishes university, the person must migrate to come and work in the center of Accra? Can we bring everybody there? So when somebody tells me that I'm going to move this one here, do this one here, just as our foreign is good from the Lord and don't do what is bad from the Lord. For me, when we started our campaign with this, I am the mate, I was just an advisor. There was an error.
That imagery,
there was an
the
error.
context.
The context was an error because it was people not accepting responsibility.
Oh, I get your point.
And for me, a leader, the
I've heard that.
first rule about a leader for me is a leader who owns up and accepts responsibility. So that leader also takes praise. One of the greatest presidents of the United States, Ronald Reagan. The buck stops with me. So when I saw that in the UPSA from the beginning, that we were trying to move into a campaign where our own president, we were backing away from policies that we have been part of, that sent it wrong.
You're right, because it created a contradiction. Sometime in the campaign, we have to come back onto free SHS. And it was, and the NDC were laughing at us that sometimes we say this and sometimes we say that.
I would also tell you something.
But that's a campaign of the party.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
So it's not an individual's responsibility.
Let me tell you something that I personally observed. This one, nobody is. My father tutored me in campaigning. And one of the barometers that he taught me was that, when you have unannounced, you show somewhere unannounced, and there is spontaneous euphoria, that is the barometer of your popularity. Like you show up unannounced, and then you see people. So in 98, I was going home to try at my dad's house. When you get to Dimples, that time Dimples, I think Dimples is no more there. I just saw the people who sail around, running around. I thought maybe they had caught a thief, mob justice. Mm-hmm. President Kufuor then was sitting in the car. I think somebody had sighted him. And you could just feel that spontaneous unannounced. Mm-hmm. Then you just realized that the temperature was getting up. Nana Kufuor in 08. He came to Meshia Palace and there was even this problem about Rollins pulling a gun. Mm-hmm. On 3rd September 2023, it was my birthday. It was a Sunday. I went to the Meshia Palace as usual, typical, because that's my thing. That was the first day after Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia had won the... When I got to Meshia Palace, you had come there. That was the day that the linguist Bafok said, go let your father bless. And the euphoria there was not MPP level.
Really?
Absolutely.
At Otunfo's Palace?
Absolutely. Anybody, you see, these are some
few months to voting?
No, that was the first, not few months to, that was after I think 3 or so weeks after his thing. It wasn't there. I was like, okay, this is early.
After he had been elected?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's early of 24?
No,
he was elected November 23.
23. I think he was elected in 23.
Yes.
August or something?
It was November.
Oh, well, I think it was August. No,
was it August?
August, yeah,
okay.
So May, August, something. So it was in September. Yeah. Then the next one I noticed was 25th anniversary, the Deba, the Tuntum Deba. I'm like,
which year was this?
That was in 24 now. 24 Deba. But what killed me was the chairman of Inshaiso constituency, Chairman Joe Card, died. And his funeral was close to the election. Heroes Park, middle of Kumasi. This is pure MPP. Our presidential candidate gets there, and I've lived in Kumasi, rooted in Kumasi. This was not the levels that we expect on election day.
Because they were angry with Akufo-Addo, they will say.
You see, fine, but Nana Akufo-Addo wasn't there. But Paul, I'll tell you something later. On election day, anybody who lived in that region, those of us in Kumasi, when we got out to vote,
you could tell.
Nobody was there. I
was in Kumasi on voting. I saw it.
And Paul,
I was in Kwamo on voting day.
There's this funny story I always share with people. If you are a local big man, you don't queue.
Yeah.
And Chairman Jokada died, so I was complaining in the house that for the first time I was going to queue. And my mom said, so there will be any more. Only for me to get out and vote within 2 minutes.
There's nobody there.
Nobody there. And I drove around in Shaiso constituency, moved around. There was nobody there.
Me sure say watch video ni nyina chi na so utie video na de Mr. Yaboafo person catch Ghana for you say there is only one way to go, and the way is through Kennedy. I'm not saying that Kennedy is the Jesus Christ, but when it comes to physical earth, remember Agyapong, he used the body of a mere man to, execute his, the missions. And Kennedy is on a mission. Sana by Mr. Boafo person. Join the train, follow me. Now, subscribe in my why I dream big channel. Me that's you. Thank you.